It could become your lifestyle.
How could it be? No, tell me how could it be?
Right, yeah. We do have a show to do.
Right. We gonna talk about this on the pod.
All right, we ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the 804 podcast. I'm Nick.
Jesse.
Alex.
And today we have Mr. Pay to Play Rich.
Yes, sir.
Now go and look him up. Yeah.
No,
Go look it up, man. Google it.
You might get a lot of quotes out of this nigga.
Flemmings
on them too. Right. You already know.
Shout out to Flemmings. Yeah.
Alright, speaking of, big shout outs. How long we been doing this, man? How many episodes?
Man, we've been doing it for a minute. You know, it's crazy because I think we've been doing this for 122 episodes.
Yes.
That's wild. Yeah.
22
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Appreciate the show. Alright, anybody got a quote of the week? Quote of the day?
You know, I got one.
Okay, what you got?
And kind of on topic for what we were talking about before. It's okay to treat yourself. Just make sure that it's in moderation.
Alright, so I guess we gonna probably have to jump right back into it now. I guess what do you mean? What do you mean by that? What does that mean?
What do you want me to
You
tell you?
can, I guess if you want to, I don't know if you're comfortable or not.
We don't gotta get into it.
It's up to you. It's up to you. Yeah.
Well, maybe later. We'll explain a little bit later. But yeah, basically, like, it's cool if, you've been working hard, you've been killing it, and you want to treat yourself, you want to go someplace nice and whatnot. Right. Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's
Right.
what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's just, okay, and if I'm correct, or if I understand you correct, everything just needs to be in moderation, right? Fair enough. Everything, now,
That's what you want. Yeah.
yeah, I
I
guess,
guess it depends on what type of lifestyle you're trying to live.
true.
You feel me?
Sure.
Certain shit don't have to be in moderation. It don't have to be. It's only dependent upon what your pockets look like. It don't have to be in moderation.
It doesn't have to be, because, okay, one could say, if you eat meat, well, this is a terrible example, but like, okay, if you eat okay, we're talking about going to this fancy restaurant, let's just go ahead and name it Flemmings, so like, just to give the viewers, the audience, like, some like insight.
Something that they know.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now, like, okay, let's say like, okay, I'll give you an example of what you just said. So like, let's say you go to Chick-fil-A every other day, right, for lunch. That's your lifestyle.
Correct.
You go, and you're saying it doesn't have to be in moderation,
Right.
because clearly you've been working and everything like that. You support that lifestyle
Correct.
with your money, with your pockets.
As long as you can afford it.
Right, yeah. So now, obviously, the golden rule is everything's good in moderation. Like in some kind, you don't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
Right. Like anything, even good things can turn bad when you overdo it.
Right.
Now, obviously, in this case, me and Nick have been kind of talking about eating at a fancy restaurant called.
I have no problem. First off, I'm not in your pocket.
No, and
I
I'm not
have
saying.
no problem
I'm not
with you
saying.
going to Flemmings. You can go to Flemmings every day if you really wanted to.
That's cap. That is cap. That's cap.
I don't give a fuck. But all I'm saying is that could possibly become your lifestyle.
Right. Now.
Because you just said you went there just because you were craving it, right?
Yeah, for a while though. And I've been craving it for a while, and I went once.
You enjoyed it though, right? Who
Yeah.
knows, 2 weeks from now you may not crave it again.
So you're saying, okay.
Yeah, catch them when you
So you're saying, so maybe after that I could possibly crave it again, go, and whatnot. Unless, let's say I decide, like, no, I can't afford it, or apparently, Rich, you're kind of saying it's alright if you crave it, you decide, okay, let me go ahead and go again, as long as you got it, as long as it's not putting anything, because it's really the same thing, if we're being honest. It's a restaurant, it's food, it might be a little bit more money, or a lot more money, whatever the case,
Yeah.
but if you're like, if it doesn't hurt anything else, and you're like, as far as like your budget and everything,
Right.
it's probably not a problem.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
It's like the same thing as like, okay, taking your girl out for Valentine's Day.
Right.
Like, like as far as financially, if you were to like take your girl out for Valentine's Day,
One thing that I realized is that everything boils down to money. A lot of the things that people do, a lot of their lifestyle has to do with money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How much you honestly got.
How much you honestly have to spend on the lifestyle that you want to live outside of what your means are. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Gotta pay the bill.
you gotta pay the place.
Hey, that's all right. That's it.
Let's get this money then.
That's all right.
All right, let's get into these questions. First off, I'm gonna just go right off the rip. Pedically Rich, from your first mixtape till now, what kind of changes have you seen in your?
In my music,
Yeah.
I feel like since then I've been a little bit more open. I feel like as far as like what I'm giving to people, I've been like more open about myself. Like at first I was kind of nervous, I guess you would say, to give people like more insight on my life. But I feel like since then, like I've been more accepting to be able to give the people that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel as though that I've been taking a lot more time with curating a good sonic sound. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to my projects, like sonically, they sound good. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like since the first one, those are probably some of the biggest things that I feel as though that have been made a difference.
Now, what is your favorite project so far?
That I put out?
Yeah.
And that's a good question. I don't remember nobody ever asking me that, bro. I really don't know.
Hey, all right, Nick. All right.
I really don't know.
What are you doing, Nick? Yeah,
I think I might say Spaceships in the Suburbs too.
Spaceships in the Suburbs.
That might be my favorite project of mine. Because that was when that shit really started, like when I really started expressing myself in a way where I'm letting people into my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's when I first did that. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. Because everybody was telling me that. Like, the music is great, bro, but who are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we want to know who you are. So I was like, okay, well, I'll give y'all a little bit of my life and see how y'all like it. And niggas loved it. So I'm like, all right, bet, it's lit. You know what I'm saying?
Why the name Spaceships in the Suburbs?
I was watching, it's crazy, bro, because I was actually watching, it wasn't a podcast, but it was an interview. And a guy was explaining like some real out of the box shit that he was experiencing in the music industry. And the way that he correlated it was by saying it's like spaceships in the suburbs. So when he said that, it kind of like resonated with me. And then I started putting my own pieces to the puzzle of what that meant to me. And to me, like, I look at it as a spaceship in a suburb is something you've never seen before. Like that's unheard of, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's me. When you think about that, I feel like that's me. A spaceship in the suburb is rich in the music industry. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like some shit you ain't never seen before. So I was just like, okay, that's a great project. You feel what I'm saying? It's a project title, a great project title. And I just kind of ran with it from there.
I say, what's your biggest inspiration? And if it's like a person, you could do like one famous, one in your personal life.
Biggest inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have a biggest inspiration as a person. I just think that, and people ask me this all the time, I just did an interview and they asked me this same question. And I think my biggest inspiration is being scared to fail, bro.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? Like, being a failure in life is so much more than just being a failure in your life. You're being a failure to your family, you're being a failure to your girl, you're being a failure to, you know what I'm saying? There's so many more aspects to being a failure than you just failing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's one of my biggest inspirations is to make sure that that's something that I'm not doing. Like, I need to always be leveling up. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's about. Like, niggas get old, of course, they get certain ages and niggas be like, yo, bro, you old. The fuck do it matter if I'm leveling my life up? You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as I'm continuing to make myself better, the older I get, bro, my age don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? I'll be 35 if my back right, she gonna fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reality of the situation, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
She gonna flip it.
40 years old, you're a regular, yeah.
Hey, that's alright.
Yeah, that is
I
alright.
wanted to make a song about my Flemmings experience.
That's not, hey, that would be alright, no
I
cap.
wanted to make a song.
You gotta have him in the video.
Facts. Oh yeah, most of that, cutting the steak, you know,
You gotta do something more extravagant shit than just cutting the steak.
shit, well, shit.
There you go,
The
there you
steak
go.
on a bicycle doing some wild shit, I mean, backflips, all
You gotta
that.
do something that's like, that fit your personality.
Order everything.
Hey, what's my lifestyle? We just talking about that, yeah.
Damn, me on me, bro. I don't even want you to do that.
Yeah, appreciate
Mac and
it.
cheese with lobster in it.
He clowned me because I got the mac and cheese. I didn't know you could add lobster. He was like, it's $10 extra.
Actually, going off all of that, I say the name. I judge your artist name. What does it mean to you?
Well, actually, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all.
Yeah, that's what we like.
Every time I do an interview, people ask me that question.
Mhm.
So I was having a conversation with my bros in the group chat, and we was having a conversation about what celebrity women that we would pay to have sex with. And I was the one saying that I would pay to have sex with majority of the ones that they was listing. And my boy was just like, pay to play rich. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of joking in the midst of the conversation. But when he said that to me, it resonated. I'm like, hold on, bro, that shit kind of sound cool a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I went and Googled what pay to play stood for. And that shit meant to get in the game. And basically, I felt like at the time, because I had just started like getting into my rapper mode, I'm just like, well, if I'm trying to get in the game, then pay to play rich would be cool. You feel me? And then I came up with the slogan, like my first fucking project, the pay to play rich in this bitch. And that shit was so hard to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, this is it. Like, I'm solidifying it. This is what it's gonna be. And I felt like I could build a brand around the pay to play shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I felt like I've accomplished that in a good sense. So, you know, that's kind of how that shit played out.
Yeah, no pun intended, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm weak, yeah.
Yeah.
What's one negative thing that you've seen in the Richmond music scene?
One negative thing that I've seen,
He's honest.
It can be music business.
You can name drop.
Just anything.
one negative thing that I've seen, bro, is that we glorify all of the fucking niggas that talk about nothing but guns and drugs and bitches, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the shit that we're making the Richmond norm. You feel me? Like, I don't like that shit. I mean, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I like it in a club or if I'm, you know what I'm saying, doing what I'm doing, making my little side money or whatever. That's, you know what I mean? But to make that our thing, I don't like that shit, bro. Like, that's just me being honest with y'all. Like, I really don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many different types of music out there, bro, that we can, you know what I mean? So many different lanes.
So many different lanes here. But to me, what gets glorified?
What gets glorified?
When it's put on a pedestal.
When it's put on a pedestal.
One could say that glorification sells though.
You know, that's a good, because, sorry to cut you off, we were just talking about in the film industry and like sometimes these studios and stuff,
Yeah.
you gotta think like what's making the money, and like I'm talking more like bigger, so like a lot of these studios and stuff like that, they're gonna stick
Bro,
with
I'm not trying to hear that shit for Richmond.
True.
Because let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Talking shit.
Who is really making money from Richmond right now as an artist? Who? You feel me? Like, and all honesty, so if you're gonna take the narrative that
What's making money?
that's what's making money, but it's not working for us.
Right,
We
right.
need something that works for
At
us.
least it ain't visible.
You know what I'm saying? At least it ain't visible. Now, we got certain artists that do have, you know what I mean, clout in good situations, such as F&F Chop, but he makes that type of music. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just got a good situation going, you feel me? And he's a good artist, but the type of music that he's making is limiting him. You feel me? Like, it's a bigger, the point I'm trying to make is that, bro, it's a bigger bag in different areas. You feel what I'm saying? Other than just that type of...
Don't limit yourself.
Don't limit yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm be honest with y'all, bro. I can make that type of music if I wanted to, but that's easy. Like, I can talk about guns and bitches all day and drugs and all that shit, but That's not intriguing to the mind, bro. When you listen to my music, you're gonna have to run at least one song back from each project and be like, damn, I need to hear what the fuck he just said.
Yeah.
He said every project. But these niggas though, like, other niggas that's rapping, I'd probably know the song after the third time I listen to it.
What about the GTO Piccochine?
No, sorry. Come on, stop hitting the buttons.
My bad.
Your hands can't way over there.
He just had to be real with y'all for a
Yeah.
second.
No, I like that shit, man.
If you not eat that Flemmings,
you
then
gotta
nah.
you gotta get these flips on. Al, you got anything?
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna use the same one. I think I used this last time. Age question.
Alright, Rich, you like what if questions?
What if?
Yeah, like what if it was a hot day but you had one shoe on and then what would you do? Well, basically Al has a version, but his is age related.
Okay.
So he'll put you at a certain age and he'll ask you what you'll do at that.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright. So I was
switching it up. So
I was gonna do one, but I just thought about one different. So let's put you at 50. 50 years old.
50 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So at this point, you know, you got your money, got your family, everything's settled in. Let's just say you're in your bag. You know, you got a substantial amount of money.
As I should at 50.
Facts. Yeah, y'all gonna be established by that.
Yeah.
Of course. So you eating that. Let's just say this is your regular spot Flemmings. You at Flemmings, and let's just say they you know, like I said, this is your regular spot. You know, you with your family, just and they spill like some hot soup in your lap. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry, sir.
At 50?
Yeah, 50 years old. You 50. They spill some hot soup in your lap. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, sir.
Yeah.
So then, you know, obviously you're expecting them to, you know, like, okay, like I get another one and then like that. Yeah, like that. Sorry.
Get my window card
Yeah,
ready.
yeah,
Get my window reverse card. Get my window reverse card ready.
They hit you with the, oh, I'm sorry, we can't, you know, like, our policy is, let's say the policy changed, we can't give you another one, you're still gonna have to pay for that one. What's your reaction? 50 years old.
Let me speak to a manager.
Okay. Manager says the same thing.
Now I gotta turn this table upside down.
Like,
even at 50 though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if I'm gonna come in here and spend all this fucking money with y'all,
You're right.
and y'all spill some shit on me,
Yeah.
and you can't fucking reimburse me.
And I'm a regular.
Yeah, I'm a regular at that. You're not gonna give me another suit, bitch. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. I just think certain morals and principles don't change no matter how old you get.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
it's
it's a moral and principle thing.
And at that point, it's established, because you've been in there day after day after week
You know
after
what I mean? Like,
week.
it's just a regular thing at this point.
Yeah, they know you. Like, yeah, like, oh, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, come on, bro.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but yeah, we can't give you that.
Yeah, no. fuck.
Y'all wild, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and give me another. No, you know, we can't. We're serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're dead ass. Yeah, but, nigga, yeah. Like,
He's alive.
All y'all little glasses in here,
Yeah.
all these fucking nice ass cups and tables.
going to other people's tables,
Yeah.
yeah.
That shit. Yeah, 50.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, he's still mobile at 50. I don't know what y'all keep
Yeah, like,
you're good at 50.
Yeah, I do know that.
They're good at 50.
That's a good, you know what? Yeah.
Some people are good. You ain't taking care of yourself right now.
Vitamins, supplements.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know some 50-year-olds right now who fucked up.
The crabs, yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, yeah. I guess I'd say, describe like the process of you making a song.
Process of me making a song.
Like,
So-
coming in the studio, like the whole thing.
It kind of varies at this point, bro. Like when I first started making music, I'm be honest with y'all, bro. I would write everything down. I would have all my shit fucking ready to go. I would have it rehearsed, and I would go to the studio and put it down on whatever beat that I had at the time.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? I done already know all the drops on the beat. I know where my verse is gonna lay. I know what bar is gonna land on which point or what octave, like all that kind of
Yeah.
shit.
Probably the best way to start.
Yeah, it was a good way to start, honestly, because now, when I go in there, like, all I gotta do now is fucking, like, write down or jot down bars or whatever that come to my mind at the time, and when I go to the studio, I got a plethora of beats, like, in my Gmail, I just tell the engineer, pull it up, and then I go in there, and then whatever I got, I just try it on different beats until we find one that sound good, and that shit normally has just been working, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of the process now, bro. Like, I'll be honest, like, I'm not gonna say I don't have time, but I really don't make as much time as I wanted to sit down and write music. Like, my lifestyle a little different now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, I like that, you know what I mean? I like that. I'm trying a different process. I don't want to ever get to a point where I'm just punching in or just freestyle.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of niggas that make music right now that people listen to are doing that. And it's kind of like dumbed down music. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just niggas saying whatever to a hard beat, and there's really no substance to it.
I got a question for you. Kind of a little off of that. So for someone starting out, like let's say someone was asking, right, a little younger, asking, I want to get started in like, you know, rapping. I want to get started in music.
Right.
How long would you like advise them to be in the studio per session?
Per session?
Yeah, like how long would you advise them? Like let's say they got a song, you know,
At least 4 hours.
at least 4 hours in the studio.
At least.
Okay, starting out.
Starting out. You know what I mean? Because number one, so it takes a lot of getting used to. First off, you gotta get used to your voice. You gotta know like what inflections you can put on your voice, how it's gonna sound. You're gonna have to know how you sound on wax. Like, because me talking right now and me rapping on the beat is two totally different riches. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can talk to you right now and you listen to a song and be like, that don't sound like bro. Like, you know, I done got to a point now where I know how to put a certain persona on. It's just like, I tell niggas this. I look at me rapping like an actor. You feel me? Like when niggas get into acting mode, they're a whole different person. Like Franklin from Snowfall. Y'all familiar with him? Bro, his whole fucking accent is different in real life than what he acts on the fucking shows. But you wouldn't have known that unless you know what I mean, do some research. It's the same thing with making music, bro. You know what I'm saying? Once I get on that mic and I'm actually rapping, it's a whole different me versus me just having a conversation. So I think that it takes a while for you to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Especially in your early stages. Like, sometimes people can just get in there and do it with their normal voice and with, you know what I mean, just trying shit. It just worked. But for me, it just didn't work out like that.
I say one thing. If you were to go to some of the young artists and they say, pay to play rich, would you rather I go independent or sign? What are you saying?
My next question is gonna be what they looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you trying to get out of making music? Is it some shit that you just trying to do for fun? Is you trying to get, you know what I'm saying, a lot of money? Are you trying to be a businessman? Like, what are you trying to do? Because all of those things play a factor. I can say for myself right now that I'm looking for a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly looking for a situation. I know personally that my music is good enough to be up there with a lot of the rappers that are big right now. I know that. The only difference is that I just don't have the backing that they have. You know what I'm saying? Some nigga named, some dude just came out named Rob 49 or some shit like that. He just did a song with Lil Baby. He's trash. He's like absolute trash, bro. I know for a fact if I would have did that same song, same beat, and me on that shit, I would have smoked him. If Lil Baby would have heard my verse, he would have took that nigga off and said, yo, keep this nigga on there. So I feel like that's the only difference right now with me. Like, I'm looking for a situation because I know what that machine is gonna do behind my music. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the only reason why. Like, you know, if I could figure out, if I had the means to be able to fund my own shit the way I wanted to, I would stay independent. But in reality, because I don't sell drugs no more, do none of that wild shit, I'm living an honest life at this point. So with me having an honest life, bro, like, I don't have the crazy amount of money. Like, I ain't got 100,000 just sitting around and be like, yeah, just put this into my music career. Like, it's just not realistic.
Long way.
Exactly. So I kind of need that. You feel me? I need that machine to be able to make my shit work the way it's supposed to.
And that shows you that like there's a business behind like the flashy, like the like showbiz.
Right.
It's like called showbiz for a reason.
Correct.
We were just talking about that before the podcast. It's actually the same in like, well, it's really just the entertainment art industry as a whole. There's a business because everyone's got their hand in the money. Including, and we want our hand in the money, the artists too,
Right.
so, and they're doing the work. So you know what I mean. So
In reality, bro, it's like you gotta pay to play though.
yeah, exactly.
Like, and that's the reason. Let me explain something to y'all. That's the reason why I preach that pay to play shit. It's not just because it sounds cool or you know what I'm saying. That's my name. That's really fucking real life.
Facts.
Everything that you fucking do in life, bro, you gotta pay to play. You gotta put money in to get money out. You gotta put something in. Exactly, bro. That's the way life works. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that you can't do it on an honest living or an honest budget. You can because I'm living proof of that. Like I'm actually doing it. It may not be moving as fast as I wanted to move, but it's still doing something. You know what I'm saying? Just with the little shit that I got. But you gotta be strategic and you gotta understand marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand
It's
marketing.
a business behind that shit.
Bro,
Yeah, it is.
I can honestly say for myself that my biggest thing that keeps me afloat right now, bro, is the fact that I have a business mindset. A lot of artists don't have that. They just go in the studio and make music and then go hang out on the block all day. Like, I ain't doing all of that.
What's
Like,
one thing about the music business that you learned over the years?
one thing that I've learned over the years that comes to the music industry is that clout makes all of the difference. That's the biggest thing that I can say that I've learned over time. Like a nigga that's trash right now or a rapper that's trash right now, but if he got some clout, he gonna get in a better situation than you got just because of the clout. Whoever that he trying to work with gonna want their name attached to him because he has the clout. Versus the nigga who actually has good music but doesn't really have the clout. You feel what I'm saying? Like clout overshadows everything at this point in the music industry. That's one thing that I've learned.
Use it to your advantage.
Use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's I learned a lot of shit though, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I learned that a lot of shit be fake. Like a lot of shit that you see on Instagram be fake. A lot of the artists that be rapping be fake. They're not living like the shit that they be rapping about.
Flemmings.
Yeah, word. The niggas is not at Flemmings. They're at McDonald's. You feel me? Like they're not doing a lot of that shit. Niggas jewelry be fake, all that. Like it's just, you know, I'm learning that it's a difference between an honest artist and the artist that's portraying an image. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all ain't no questions, we get these something to it. Alright, yeah, Nick is a little shook. You watch basketball, just keeping up with the playoffs, man?
I haven't been keeping up with it.
Okay.
But I'm good.
Okay, well, you obviously saw the Brooklyn Nets and them got swept.
I heard about it. I didn't see it.
Nick is a huge KD fan.
Nick.
Yeah, that's his guy.
I seen a meme recently. Wasn't he swinging at somebody?
I don't think so.
I seen a meme he was swinging on somebody.
It might have been, because it's wild, Nah. Yeah, but they lost to the Celtics. They got swept by the Celtics.
Bro, he was swinging on somebody. I saw it.
Yeah, hold on, man.
Now, I got something to say.
Talk to me.
Wow. You know, again, KD is my favorite player, and I give it to him. I give it to the Celtics. Those are the only people that can talk right now. But I feel as
I'm a
though
Celtics fan, by the way.
you're a Celtics fan. I give you that. You know, but I feel like we need to sit here and have a conversation with LeBron fans. So
I know they talking that shit. I forgot. I totally, I'm not letting you off this, but I totally forgot about that whole aspect about this. I know they had a field day. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So,
Yeesh.
first I want to say, you know, shout out Dre Person. He's a LeBron fan.
Oh, yeah.
He's a sane LeBron
On your
fan.
head, yeah.
He's a sane LeBron fan. So I give it to him. He was on my ass yesterday. Basically told me to keep that same energy. But again,
He told you to keep that.
he told me to keep that same energy about KD when they got swept. I'm always on his ass about LeBron.
I mean, at least niggas made the playoffs.
And that's what
That would be my comment.
that's what I want to sit here and say.
Go ahead.
Jeremy.
What?
LeBron.
Oh yeah. LeBron.
That's Ron, yeah.
That's Ron, yeah.
To my humble brothers and sisters out there that are LeBron fans, I need y'all to know something. He did not make the playoffs. He didn't even make the play-in tournament. I know it hurts you to not see him in the playoffs, and that is okay.
Wasn't he out though?
Yeah, they didn't even make the. So he was injured. Some like was in the season. Yeah,
He was injured for like the last couple games, and to be honest, the Lakers were pretty much out of the playoffs like the middle of March. Let's be for real. The way they were playing, they weren't going to make the playoffs. But I did want to say something to Twitter user hoodiefade_. He said. He said the crazy thing is that Bron actually has a bigger bag than KD. I would like to say this to my guy. That is the top 5 worst basketball take I've ever heard of.
Because at the end of the day, is it about how much money they're making or how good they are?
I'm talking about basketball, his basketball skills.
like basically like LeBron got more moves than KD, like more basketball moves.
I don't know, bro. What you think?
Absolutely not.
Of course you think KD.
Absolutely not.
You know what? I'm gonna say that from a non-fan perspective. Just because KD is like what 6'11" and can do pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So no,
But so can LeBron.
he can't do the things KD does.
He doesn't. What does he do?
First off, I don't trust LeBron still pulling up from half court for 3. I can't see. I leave him open for real. Yeah. But if you're KD, he can pull up from 40. You're still gonna guard him all the way, 40 feet from the basket.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Understood.
Alright,
But-
so I'll throw something else at you then. So what you think y'all should be moving forward then? What y'all got? Fuck all that. What you think about your boy? Mr. Simmons. Mr. Benjamin.
Oh damn.
Ben Simmons. Mr. Outfits.
That's a whole other story in and of itself.
Okay. Well, I'll say that in collaboration to say, what do you think y'all need to do? Like, what you think y'all need to do next year? Because this year, one could say it was a wash, y'all was hurt, COVID, So what do you think next year? What y'all got to do?
First off, he has to get healthy because apparently his back is injured.
Yeah, Shaq said he hit a pothole. Yeah, so yeah, like.
But I mean, hey, another year, another.
Still rocking Steve Nash?
I got to.
Got you? Not a bad answer.
I can't jump off the shit.
So just gonna run it back, basically.
Basically.
Can you imagine?
I think they need another big man though, because
They do.
no, the Nets.
Oh, the net.
I mean, they got LaMarcus Aldridge,
No, big man.
Blake Griffin.
You got your boy Claxton.
Yeah.
Can't make a free throw. Yeah. For free.
What are y'all trying to get out of this? The podcast.
Out of this,
The podcast.
Let me get to it.
I have to switch the topic right quick. I'm not really into basketball.
No, you good.
Oh, we had more topics, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
on our
Talk
100th
basketball.
episode, I said next 5 years in the city of Richmond will be the best podcast ever. So out of this, I just want to put Richmond artists on the scene.
Richmond on the scene.
You came here, you're artists on the scene, but most of the time we interview a lot of artists who are not,
Yeah, who not like.
not popular in their own city.
Right.
And that's no disrespect to them, but nobody's paying attention to those guys.
Right.
Or men and women, where they are.
Becoming that backing that you talked about. Yeah.
And that's one of the things that, we wanted to do with this podcast.
Okay. I like that shit, bro. I think everything, I ain't gonna say everything, but I feel like a lot of the shit that people do here need to be about trying to put people on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Is
Like
it-
trying to help push the culture of Richmond so we can get to a point where we can be on a higher status as a city. You know what I'm saying?
Straight to numbers.
And that's one thing we've heard when I asked you that question. What's one negative thing you see in the Richmond music scene? A lot of people say a lot of people don't want to put or don't want to help each other out.
Oh yeah, people say crab in the barrel.
I mean, that's one of the biggest things too. You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It is a crab in the barrel mentality. You feel me? Like, it really is, dog. Like, everybody, one thing I noticed from social media, bro, is that every artist here wants to be top dog. You feel me? Like, every artist wants to be the biggest artist from Richmond. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, if anybody gets in the way of that, then it's smoke.
I gotta take you off.
It's smoke. You feel what I'm saying? But in my mind, and I'm gonna say this loud and clear so everybody can fucking hear me. I don't give a fuck who comes before me. If you open the door, you open the door. But you open the door for everybody.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking matter who comes first. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who comes first, bro. I'll take the back seat to let you drive us into fucking success.
True.
I'll do that. I don't mind it. Because at the end of the day, I know my shit is good enough that once people start really looking here, they're gonna have to look at me.
And some people don't want to take that back seat.
And you know, I just
Some people don't want to take that back seat, but that's the reality of the situation.
it just hit me. You know, it's funny because a lot of people talk about like, yeah, I'm trying to like provide for my family. I'm trying to feed my kids. I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
It's funny. You don't have to be the biggest to actually do that.
You don't.
Like, you could literally take a back seat. You could like, no one could know your name, and you could still be rich as fuck. Like legit. Like you literally, yeah.
But see, that's the a lot of people from here are fucking ignorant.
Everybody from everywhere can be ignorant, but yeah.
Everybody from everywhere ignorant, but when it comes to like the music scene, bro, like, please repeat what you just said.
Well, oh yeah, you ain't gotta be the number one person. You ain't gotta be like the biggest person to be rich as fuck. You can like, no one could know your name.
Play your part.
Yeah, play your part.
You can still play your part, bro, and make money. But people think that they have to be the biggest thing to make money. You don't have to do that.
What did we talk about that other day, Jesse? We were like, I was like, there's a lot of different ways. Like, you can make money
There's
with
money
anything.
everywhere.
Yes,
money.
everywhere.
There's enough.
This bottle, somebody's making money from
There's
it.
enough. There's enough for everybody. Yeah. Trust and believe.
Yeah, these headphones,
I'm
money.
be honest with you, dog. Like, I'm so business minded that, you feel me? I understand that music can, with me and my love for music and I knowing what it can do for me financially, that's part of the reason why I pursue it. But I'll take the back seat. I'll ghostwrite for these niggas. Pay me to ghostwrite for you. I'll write your song.
It's a check. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But nobody's thinking like that though. They're like, oh, let me make this hard ass song real quick because this dude right here think he's sweet. I'm trying to make something better than him. Bro, I don't
The
care.
fucking studio, the producers making the money off of both of you
I
niggas.
don't, yeah, exactly. You feel me? Like, I don't care, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like one of them things where we just kind of got to get out of that mindset, bro. We got to get out of that ignorant shit. We got to start learning about money and learning how to invest money and what to do with money when we get it and managing money. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of those things are important, bro. Because
Fiscally fit.
you're as an artist, that shit does not last long. Everybody get their 15 minutes of fame, bro, and then after that, it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, what did you do with your 15 minutes of fame while you had it and that money that you accumulated during your 15 minutes? Did you put it in places that was gonna make you more money? Or did you blow it off spending in that fucking Flemming?
Lemon Joe's, that's a check. Send
that, man.
Yeah.
We send it.
And we know what to do with it. Yeah, we know exactly what to do with it.
You might be investing back into your business. You never know.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, bro, it's just like, you know, it's just one of them type of things. I just be on a different type of time, bro.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I mean? I really don't be on the same shit that a lot of other people be on.
We gonna talk too. We gonna talk after the podcast.
But I just want to say one thing, you know, looking at these two, I realized that they got into a really hard, business. It's not easy to succeed in the film and production. But the fact that they're willing to go that route, honestly, I have more than enough respect for both of them.
Appreciate it.
I don't think I really told them, but
It's always a good time to give your man their flowers while they're here.
Appreciate that. Yeah. That's love. That's love right there. For real.
Sometimes you gotta let the people know that shit too, man.
Yeah.
Cause niggas just be thinking that
Yeah.
shit
Oh, yeah.
like niggas be fucking around, like, no sir, man. No,
Yeah,
sir.
legit.
I mean, but y'all honestly have anybody that's behind the camera right now has great opportunity because the whole world is centered around content and fucking media. You feel me? Like every fucking body, don't matter what it is, they need a camera right
You're
now
good, right?
if they want to be successful.
You're good, right there. You're good,
So
right?
my advice to y'all, bro, and I don't know exactly what it is that y'all do, but get y'all some fucking quality cameras and fucking shoot everything.
Yeah.
Shoot every fucking
And it's
thing.
perfect. You said it yourself because, like, let's go ahead and say it. With social media, with everybody wanting to be hot, with clout being bigger than it's ever been right now,
Facts.
everyone's centered around themselves,
Correct.
which also presents a great, perfect opportunity for someone else to shoot, like, to basically, like, put the camera on someone else. Yeah, that's perfect
It
time.
always brings full circle.
Yeah.
It always should.
Yeah.
somebody in the city will pay a lot of money to just say, yo, shoot me for a week. Just follow me around.
Just follow me around for a week, bro, and just shoot.
Money is out here. What you
You
just
know what I'm
said.
saying? That's a great fucking idea. I might have to get somebody to do that for me.
Yeah, hey, your boys, yeah.
I like, that's a great fucking idea. That's a lot of fucking content.
Yeah.
That you can have, bro. That's content for a month. And
Dead ass. Dead
that's
ass.
content. If you walk around somebody and shoot them for a whole week, bro.
24 hours. 24 hours. 26
but now.
Yeah, 24 hours in a day.
Yeah,
so
24 hours
times
a day.
seven.
Yeah, bro. You get up every day and be like, yo, bro, I'm coming to shoot you. Come on, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you gonna have a lot of fucking content.
Yeah, that is a
I'm not
lot.
gotta do that.
Come hang out with me for the next 10 to 12 hours.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Like on a weekend when you got a lot of shit to do or you like moving around and shit, what? Nigga. And people want to see that shit, bro. People want to see your life, bro. They want to see like, you know, what you into, who you are. And that's one of my biggest, I'm gonna be honest with y'all on this podcast too, like, bro, that's one of my biggest things that I need to start working on myself. Is like showing people like a day to day. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got a little vlog that I be doing, but I need people to see like the, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit people really want to see, bro. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just part of being an artist and learning, bro. The learning process and just figuring out what the people want.
True.
But y'all got the upper hand though, bro. Y'all learn that camera shit, you up.
Yeah.
You up, bro. The prices, ever since the pandemic, bro, the prices for everything have been high, and I ain't seen a quality video shot for less than $350 yet.
Dropping fucking gems right now.
Okay. Yeah. Every time I talk to a nigga, that's the lowest that they going, bro. It's $350. $350. And everything is on the higher end than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want quality shit, now if y'all niggas want to shoot them bullshit ass videos like y'all been shooting, keep doing that. But if you want quality shit,
Yeah.
that's what you paying for. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro.
Well, hit up these two niggas. They edit, you know, shoot.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, most definitely.
see what the numbers talking about. And then another thing too is that I always try to tell niggas I probably have messed up some relationships with people because they all about the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more about the vision. I see what I don't mind paying niggas. I'll pay you a little something here and there.
Yeah.
We'll work on a budget as far as like, you know, you do this amount of videos for me, I pay you this amount. That's cool. But I'm more so about building a relationship and a vision, bro. If you see what I got going on right now,
It's collaboration. Yeah.
we working together, bro. You feel me? I'm gonna post your name, you gonna post my name. Your followers that you have are not my followers, and my followers that I have are not yours.
Right.
So if we constantly working together and the name is constantly building, I can't speak for these other rappers, but I can tell you right now, bro, like my shit is on the up and up.
Yeah.
When it comes to everything, like social media, music, the whole nine. So when I come to niggas and I'm like, yo, bro, I'll pay you for this first couple of times, but let's build a relationship. Let's continue to keep working. that becomes an issue with people at this point because everything is about money. You know what I'm saying? And I respect the grind and the hustle,
Right.
but you know you can't get nowhere without building a relationship with somebody.
You build a relationship, y'all can possibly make more money together. Now, there's also a negative side to that, but like, you know, you gotta think like, okay, like, is this someone that you want to do business with?
Right.
Is this someone that you, like, if money wasn't involved at all, if it was off the table,
Right.
you know what I mean? Because like we just said, money is all around you.
Right.
You know, it's all around you.
But I mean, but that's what it boils down to, though, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. As an artist, I don't give a fuck how much you paying for a feature or none of that shit. If I don't feel like that, if your business doesn't align with mine, like the content of what I'm talking about, I'm probably not gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
Because it's not helping build the brand. It's not helping push the business. It's not helping push the vision of what I have. You know what I'm saying?
Fast money can come with long problems.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's one thing I tell both of them all the time is that, you know, if you, what's the words I'm looking for? No matter how long it takes, you know, if you keep doing something, the money will come.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, you have something.
You keep doing that shit. It turns out to be what your reasoning is. You feel me? That's what it all boils down to. What your reasoning is. Like if you got good reason for doing some shit, it's gonna turn into money eventually because you're doing it because you want to do it or you love what it is that you're doing.
Just being consistent.
Exactly. But if you only chasing the money, bro, you're gonna end up falling off that shit because it's just like the money not coming right now. It's slow. But the minute you decide to stop, tomorrow could have been your day. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how I look at my career. Like I could have been like, fuck that shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's not doing what I wanted to do. Fuck it. But I wouldn't be able to get to the point I'm at right now if I would have stopped on my first project. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta play the long game.
You gotta play the long game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Them views wouldn't be where they is. Them streams wouldn't be where they are if I would have stopped then. So it's just like, bro, and you gotta love that shit. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta love y'all kids.
Yeah.
Bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta love that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Hey.
I guess we can get these shoutouts. We can get up out of here. What's up?
Quick. We want to talk about possible, like, anybody know anything about the Will and Jada thing at all?
I know something about it.
Okay. Well, you know, like, there's
what's new?
the rumors of them possibly getting divorced. There's possible. I've just seen like articles where it's a possibility or it could be one of the ugliest divorces.
Oh, I guess you're talking about like far as like settlements. And
Yeah.
I mean, I might hit you with the Nick line. You would think niggas can be grown.
Apparently, she's entitled to half of, you know, like under California law. That's what it is.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I think that's probably the reason why she's been staying with him for so long.
Trying to get,
You know what I'm saying? Trying to help him build the wealth so when she decided to leave, she could take half.
I fucking heard that.
Yeah.
That's
actually
that's
pretty-
wild how I
yeah.
haven't heard that before, man. Like that theory. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. But that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Investment, which is, that's tough.
Not to say, bro, she has her own money too. Like, let's not get it fucked up.
Yeah.
But will money is a whole different ball, man. That's a whole different bracket we're talking about.
Yeah.
And he just got that.
That's Flemmings every day.
And you got that, what?
That Disney bag probably is.
That's Flemmings every day.
That's Flemmings every day.
Yeah.
Not even just for you, but you, your kids, your wife,
Right.
nigga, everybody. You know what I mean?
You know what it is,
But
yeah.
look though, before we go, I need to ask you, because as soon as I walked in the door, he was like, bro, that's like one of your biggest fans, right?
There you go.
So
Oh,
I need to ask you personally, because prior to me being here, prior to any conversations about the podcast, I don't know who you are and you didn't know who I was.
Right.
You feel me? So, but something resonated with you with the music. And I need to know what that is. And the reason why I'm asking is because when I figure out what's resonating with you, I'm going to realize what's resonating with so many other people. You feel me? And I can start pinpointing on that. So I want you to tell me, like, when you heard my shit, what was like damn, I fuck with this shit.
Well, first off, if you might not remember, we caught you at the New Christmas Showcase. At the Fort Sire where she was Sam.
Yeah.
So that's where we first heard your music. And
Right.
everything. That's where we first saw you.
That was there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we was there, you know, we know 7, so she did on a podcast, we've done stuff for her, so like, yeah.
That was not good. That was good.
Yeah, okay.
Y'all got there late.
We saw you perform?
Yeah.
I was the last one. So that's the first impression. So go ahead.
Yeah. So I heard you perform Inspiration. And honestly, because I think they said that was your first performance.
That was.
Yeah, that shit was hard, and it really spoke to me, and I was like, yo, and, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but I think, because I remember, like, Jesse and Nick, like, all three of us were feeling it.
We always like, this is hard.
Yeah.
There's a couple of niggas that did that, but we were, you know, in our group saying, like, this is hard.
Yeah, and the words spoke to me, too. So, yeah, so it was that, you know, about, like, you know, like, support my dreams and we alive forever, and all, so I remember, I think I was actually the first person who, like, out of us three to find the song on YouTube, and, like, I was able to, like, send it to Jesse and Nick, like, so, yeah, I was like, okay, so, yeah, but that shit was hard. And,
So the inspiration was, like, more so, like, your...
Yeah,
Okay.
it spoke, and I know, like, when I think of us, I think of, like, okay, we're on a mission, we're playing the long game, so when I hear that kind of stuff, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, like, and just being consistent, inspiration itself, like, you know, like, just being inspired.
Right.
So, yeah, so that shit was hard, though.
Okay.
And then it's even more that it was your first performance and you fucking killed it. Like, yeah, so, yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you didn't say that. We niggas wouldn't have known. Like, yeah, you didn't say it. Niggas wouldn't have known at all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's serious.
I feel good to hear that feedback.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying,
definitely,
bro?
definitely.
'Cause like I said, bro, I like to talk to people who gonna be honest because they don't know me. If I talk to my niggas or people that I know, they gonna be like, yeah, bro, that shit was great or it was good.
It's tough.
You know what I mean?
Critical feedback.
Exactly. I like constructive criticism.
Yeah.
I like when motherfuckers tell me what they didn't like. I like when people tell me I didn't do good. I like all that shit.
Yeah.
You're in a room with 3 niggas who tell you.
Yeah. And that's why I'm asking. So I want to know you now. Like, what was your impression, and have you heard anything else other than the inspiration?
When I heard you first perform that shit, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, this shit is.
We didn't know you too, so that was another thing. Yeah.
That shit was tough. And then, what is it? I think Beat Sounds had said you were from the East End?
Yeah.
What school did you go to?
Verona.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to DHS. What year did you graduate?
I came out in 2012. No.
Tough, huh?
Yeah, I think I graduated in 2012.
Well, we were just coming in. Where were we
I graduated in 2011.
I graduated 2014.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so y'all was in the building. Yeah, y'all was in the
Hey!
Y'all was definitely in the building.
Yes, sir.
Either way, whether it was 11 or 12.
Yes, sir. Y'all was up in there.
That's what's up. That's actually all right.
But have you heard anything else other than that, though?
Damn.
I'm gonna go listen to
I have, but I forgot the name, honestly, of Cap. So, yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. If you like the inspiration, bro, it's so much more.
Oh, yeah, no. Because,
So much
yeah.
more, bro.
There was another song I heard from you, but I forgot the name of it. But I remember, because it was like the next one up or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was like, yeah.
All right, what did you think when you was up there? Like, what?
Honestly, same. You know, I'm always thinking, I'm a filmmaker. So I'm always thinking, you know, because I be writing, directing my own shit. So I'm always thinking soundtracks, man. So I'm like, man, like I'm always thinking about like what to, but that's just literally my little personal thing. I mean, I obviously outside that hard track, hard song, shit. But I'm always just thinking like, damn, bro, like I can just see a scene, and because my dream is to make, you know, a feature film here. And like not go about Richmond and we filming in LA. No, here. That's gonna be the hardest shit. That's not gonna be easy to do, but that's what I want to do one of these days.
What's a feature film?
What? It's
like, you know, big budget, basically. Or maybe a huge budget,
at
but
least
just,
an hour?
Yeah,
I would say
like-
at least like
you know how niggas make a hood film, put it on YouTube, be like an hour.
Yeah.
Like basically, like eligible to go to, you know,
Yeah.
film festivals, eligible to be in theaters, like
full length, not
yeah,
short.
full length. Yeah. So we do a lot of short stuff as of now.
Yeah.
That would be. So yeah, you know, you see how you see the sets in Hollywood and shit like that. So long story short, yeah, man, like I always just think about backdrop and just like damn, the soundtracks of the city. Like, like so that's all. And then I also saw your Booth to the Streets, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Jump you did? Yeah, so and then we'll edit that in, but stuff. I need to link in with those dudes if you got their contact information.
Move the street?
Yeah.
I do have that.
Okay, yeah, I definitely want to link in with them.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, I think that move the street shit kind of boosted my shit OD. I'm not sure if y'all seen it.
Oh yeah, I've seen it right now. That shit's tough.
That shit is fucking hard.
In the backdrop, where were you?
I was at the like by the
You
Manchester
had
Bridge.
water and shit behind us. That shit was crazy. Yeah, you see the mic is out of nowhere. So that's the first question. Who the fuck is nigga putting the mic? Where's the mic stand? And honestly, that's the camera hustle I got right there. Yeah, so yeah, long ass rig, I'm sure, but yeah,
You got like a little stand like that shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
He just toppled it over.
And so you gotta think about that logistical
Make
shit.
it look,
Yeah, for real.
So I definitely want to, get with him because he obviously do some shit like that. That's definitely somebody to have on set. So yeah, for
Nah,
sure.
bro, dope. And he actually needs help. Like he told me when I talked to him, like bro, like he needs help.
Yeah,
But he only wanna fuck with niggas who understand the vision and understand that like it's his shit, but he just need people to help with what it is that he doing.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
If niggas know how to play that, oh my gosh, literally, get the job done. And then we can all eat, bro. No cap.
Now, them two, they've been me. This is me, right? I like interviewing.
Oh, okay.
Interviewing people. I just like
Voiceover work?
voiceover. I like talking to people. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Well, that's dope. I feel like this is a great ass fucking idea. I like this shit, bro. You know what I mean? Especially when I understand the vision and the purpose behind why it is y'all doing what y'all doing, bro. So my advice is to keep that shit up, bro. You know what I'm saying? You get one fucking person on here with some clout. One person. That'll take your whole shit to a different level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then also too, like, what made me want to fuck with y'all too was the fact that y'all reached out to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I mean? Like, I would definitely say, like, reach out to more people, you know what I'm saying, that y'all feel like of some substance or somebody that's worth being on the show.
Right.
Reach out to them, you know what I mean? And just start getting people up here because people talk. Word of mouth is the biggest thing. When I leave from here and I go talk to my artist friends, I just finished doing a podcast at 804 Podcast. Niggas want to go on their phone and look it up. They don't want to see what it's about. If Rich did this shit, I might need to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like one of them things, bro. So, yeah, for sure.
Oh, shout out Music Shop for what is this?
Yes, sir. The article right up.
Yeah, the article right up
He
about
put
it.
us like in what some of the top
Hey.
hip hop podcasts to listen to. So in the area. So reach out to Justin.
That's
Yeah. Al, you got any shoutouts? We'll start with you.
Yeah, that's a bet. So you already know what time it is. It's past time.
Like a bitch.
Yeah. But if you got your extension file, or if you don't owe, or you just gonna take the penalty if you do owe,
Tax.
yeah,
In the city.
then y'all go ahead and come to where, Jesse? Where is it?
Physical fitness, right?
Yeah.
This be the south side of it, right?
Yeah, south side.
Okay, all right.
Fiscal Fitness Tax and Financial Services.
What's that, Andy, bro? Where am I going to, bro?
Yeah,
I know you bought Benz, and I can't park it. I can't double park it, so
I got you. You're at Southside Plaza, right?
Yes,
I got
sir.
you. Just come on down the road.
I'm riding that through south side.
Right. 2650 Hall Street. We are at the split of Hall and Midlothian, right across the street from Citgo, y'all. Check us out. Fiscal Fitness, Tax and Financial Services. Business is doing great. We got a lot of new people. Like you said, word of mouth is the best way of advertisement.
For sure.
So y'all tell your friends, tell everybody. Not just taxes, we also do financial help. So starting a business. My father, the owner of the business, Derek L. Alford, he has a book out called The Intangibles of Business Success. It's a great read. I've read it. It's talking about how to start a successful business, which he has.
Can you recite a date?
I can recite a page for 20 meetings.
Hey,
You swing it.
Favorite place.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, y'all, check that out. $20. It's on Amazon Prime as well. And yeah, we just really, honestly, it's really been. I have to give a huge shout out to my dad though, Derek Alford, and my mom, and Miss Carolyn, and me. I'm going over there on my off days helping out. Yeah, we are working very hard right now.
Tax season, baby.
Yeah, tax season, we filed a bunch of extensions. We got people, some longtime clients telling other clients, or telling other people, hey, y'all should check out, Derek Alford and everything.
Yeah.
Business is really booming, y'all. So if you need your taxes done, come hit us up. Very professional. And thank you everybody for being very patient too. Yeah, we're just chopping away at the numbers right now, man. So yeah, thank y'all for real. Thank y'all for being patient. Thank y'all for your service.
Okay. Good to hear. Nick, you got anything?
Shout out Lil Carlton.
Carl!
I saw him talking shit.
He was definitely talking this shit. But,
Oh.
other than that, shout out, the fam. Shout out Haliah. Y'all know
Big Haliah.
Haliah lost her grandmother.
Sure.
Lord have mercy.
Haliah, we love you.
Love you, girl.
Be safe.
Yeah, be safe.
And she got felt like a strip, I think so.
Yeah.
Allegedly, yeah. So she'll be back soon, we all think. Right.
Yeah.
Cussing out, regular.
Facts. Yeah. She can still get these things.
Other than that, I got something in the works. Can't let nobody know just yet.
Under the vault.
Under the ball. Yeah.
But it's
In regards to what?
Project.
Business. Yeah. He tell you afterwards. And we got the taxes for it,
Then we got the tax.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we'll do the taxes.
Niggas say better, right?
Yeah.
What you got any shout-outs?
Yeah, man, I want to shout out the whole Pay to Play family. Everybody from the East End. I want to shout out Ghost Recording Studio. Next time you need to record something, make sure you go book with us, man. I want to shout out to the good guys worldwide. All my artist friends and bros that I fuck with. Yeah, and I want to shout out to the home team. You know who y'all is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to make a little announcement right quick.
Go ahead. Big facts.
Hey, look, I know a lot of y'all been waiting on this, bro. So
I think I want you to get your dates mixed up. This comes out Saturday.
this comes out this Saturday.
Yeah. So I don't want you to say that and then, yeah.
What day is that?
Shit. I think it's the last day of the month. I know that because the first is Sunday. Yeah.
Okay, bet. So yeah, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know, bro. Spaceships in the Suburbs 3 will be out next month.
Bet.
Y'all go get
That's just some niggas on the story.
Make sure y'all go get it. But that's all I got, though.
For sure.
And then shout out y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out you. Thank you for coming out,
That's the
man.
same thing I was gonna say. Shout out to you, man. For real.
Bro, shout out y'all for this, for what y'all got going on. Shout out the cameraman back there. He can't see
Johnny.
Actually, Johnny got all the smoke for y'all on iMessage chest too. So.
Oh yeah.
Y'all want to bet some money or something like that? Johnny said run your pockets.
World champion of what? iMessage chess? Okay.
Checkmate, bitch. Riverside on the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And internet Riverside.
Bullshit. Like I said, like we already said, big shout out to you coming through, man. No bullshit. Honestly, it's one type of people I ain't gonna go too deep. One type of people that we get up, man, you don't think that they might respond back. Man, he responded back same day, like within a couple minutes, bro. He was ready to go. I told you the time and everything. Like you just came through. It just goes to show that we are building something. So
Yeah.
and people do want to be a part of it. It's genuine. So that is always dope to see. I ain't got too much. Yeah, no doubt. Bring everybody here. It's all good, man. Do it for just so we can chill out here and talk, you know what I mean? That's all it's for. City Sessions, episode 3, should be out now. It's our boy Nose and our boy Nova Poppy, so they get it in. It's basically just a short skit where niggas be in the car hotboxing. They have a conversation, so. Quick 3-minute video on YouTube, link in bio. Once again, shout out to Johnny holding it down. HB, Bandit brand is his RVA Fashion Week. And y'all already know, so I think his brand will be walking. I think it's Thursday, so that's why he's not here. He's just grinding at the crib. I already see the goddamn sewing machine on his story, so I know he's getting it in. So yeah, congrats, my nigga. So hope that turned out. I would go in there. Yeah, the tickets sold out in there. Yeah. And then I want to see if niggas can at least get outside or like that, cause I do want to show support. So I don't know. I really don't know, but
I love media or something like that.
Because I know them tickets been sold out for like last month, bro. Yeah, them shits has been
I
sold out.
need to make sure that I'm at the next one.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something happened.
It's probably some real fucking poor people in that fucking
Yeah.
spot, bro.
Oh, networking. That's
Oh, yeah, I'm
perfect.
pretty sure
Yeah.
that networking is crazy. I'm gonna have to do that.
I ain't making good tickets out there.
All right, again, shout out Pay to Play Rich.
Yeah.
Again, spaceship in the suburbs next month.
Let's go.
Again, so I'm Nick,
Jesse.
Alex.
and this is the 804 podcast.
And we are gone.
We out. And we kept the grass cut, so yeah.
My man Will Ferrell here from Elephant's a little out of season. His legs is over there, but he had a little accident. He ain't paid to play, so yeah.
Yeah.
Look at him. So basically, we have all the guests signed. We used to have like a dirty hat, but this season, you know what I mean? We just doing this. So sign wherever you want. Make it memorable.
You know how we do.
One of these days, it's gonna be in a museum somewhere.
Yeah. Millions, billions, trillions of dollars. Yeah.
It'd be real crazy though to see this bitch when it's old. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
funny 'cause it's already damaged.
50 years from now. Yeah. Yeah, 100 years from now.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes,
All right.
sir.
Appreciate it, my guy.
We up out of here.
And we are.
You learn from me? Appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all.
Saturday.